We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah, we talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.
Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Wagwan, everybody.
That's actually pretty cool.
Welcome to Sprint Culture Live, the cool down. I'm your host, Anson Henry. I had to let things tone down a little bit, man. There was just a lot of stuff happening in the track world. Everyone was live. Everyone was talking. Everyone's had something to say. It's like, I just had to let things cool down. You know what I'm saying? Gather my thoughts. Allow you guys to gather your thoughts so that we could have a constructive conversation with thoughts that we've gathered, as opposed to thoughts that are just random thoughts, emotional, right after events happen. You're not thinking straight. You're not thinking clearly. You don't have your exact perspective yet until it digests. So right now we're going to share digested perspectives. Excuse me. For those of y'all that don't know already, head on over to heartbreak.run, enter the discount code Sprint Culture, 10% off any merchandise. You're welcome, especially in this track and field world. It's all about the Siopa shows. If you don't have the shows, you're bound to lose. From my YouTube family, look at. If you got a comment that you really need said, I miss comments all the time, man. If you need a comment you really want me to say, if you got a question you really want answered, big up the one named Matthew Hudson-Smith. Yo, dog, I see you in the chat, dog. Yo, you're telling me to go to bed. You should go to bed. Yo, that was a race, dog. That was a race, dog. I don't know if you've been seeing the content I've been putting out, but yo, man, you know I had you winning, dog, and I put it out there. And you had it, yo. But however you slice it, yo. British record, European record, Olympic silver medal. Dog, you went after it, yo. So I rate you no matter what, dog. And everyone here in the UK, or what everyone I've been talking to, yeah, we wanted you to get the gold, dog, obviously. But you got time for that. I know you were pissed too. But look at, this is what I'm going to say to you. We'll probably talk later on, but let me just say this. Don't let how bad you want something ruin what you already have. Yeah, I know you want the gold, dog. Thousands, millions, billions of people want a gold medal, dog. You got a silver. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. You did your thing, yo. I seen you were pissed, but you can't be pissed, yo. We'll talk later on. I don't know if you want to jump on now. You're probably not. You can let me know. You can message me on my phone. Let me know if you want to just jump and talk. Just chop it up a little bit if you want to. But you know what I'm saying? It's been a stressful championship, so I get it. But yo, everyone in the chat, show Matt some love, yo. He put that's probably the race of the championship so far, yo. So big you up for that, yo. No, I'm chill. Look at fifth fastest all time. Dog, you know the people that are ahead of you. Let me name these names. There's Michael Johnson, Wade Van Niekerk, Quincy Watts, then Quincy Hall, obviously, and then you in history, dog. Come on, man. You got to be happy about that, man. You got to be happy about that. And this was like a breakthrough year for you. You're only going to get faster, yo. So it was just a really good race, man. It's a really good race. But Yeah, man. Just if it ain't tonight, oh, you're faster than Quincy Watts now. Oh well, shit. Well, who's third then? Michael Johnson, Quint, Wade Van Niekerk. Who's third? Trayvon Brumell said, "Matt, I'm gonna say it. You didn't need the Avengers. LOL. I apologize." Oh, I guess Trey had told him that he needed to come and train up with them guys. But check it. Like I was, Matt. Let me know. Just message me on the phone. Let me know if you want to jump on real quick. Actually, look at. I was saying you can do it right from your phone. I'm gonna send you the link regardless. And then what I'm saying, if you want to jump on, you jump on. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple thing. I'm gonna send it to your Instagram actually. That'd be the easiest. 1 second, folks. Got an Olympic silver medalist here we're talking to. What wrong with this? Boom. Okay. Sit tight, people. Just chill. I mean, he's probably, who knows what he's doing? He's probably just chilling, but whatever. Okay. What is this? My DMs have been full with some ridiculous shit, yo. Anyways, check it. Like I said, back to what I was saying. Super chat. If y'all want a shout out, y'all want to, ask a question. If you have something that you want said, and if it's not stupid, and I'll say it. You know what I'm saying? Let me give you an example of a shout out. So someone's in the super chat says something to me. Oh, what's his name? Yo, big up the one name. What's his name, yo? Every day, all day. Also, they got a question. Yo, Anson, why are you so wicked on the mic, yo? Pause. Big you up every day, all day. Respect, yo, and respect. Thanks for the $100 that you just gave me. That's basically how it will go. All right. So, okay. Yo, man, there's a bunch of shit I want to talk about. So look at the last time I came on was before the 100. Right. I think it was the night before the 100. It was right after the Matt's going to bed. Okay, he's gonna talk to me after the relay. So we'll get Matt to come and talk to us after the 4x4. So last time I talked to y'all was after the women's 100 meters. And the night before the men's 100 meter final. Obviously, since then, Noah Lyles won the 100 meters, is the Olympic champion, ran 9.79, beat Keishane Thompson, who was expected to win, of Jamaica. I don't know if you saw I was putting a lot of prediction videos out of myself, Justin Gatlin, Warren Weir, Donovan Bailey, and Ben Johnson. None of us had 3 medal picks. I had 1. I had Fred. Marcel, you guys were laughing at my Marcel pick, and I was so close. Oh, I know y'all seen him get into the final looking good, and you're like, oh, hold on a second. Bennett said Marcel too. But look at them guys. A lot of guys showed up, but no one really showed up. And I think that we need to start realizing what we are seeing with Noah here. This guy's a game time performer. He competes against all odds. A lot of people didn't even think he was going to win or medal. And it was just like that last year too. And he came through both times in the 100 when he really wasn't expected to win. You know what I'm saying? This is if he pulls out this double, which we'll talk about in a second because there's a bunch of stuff going on as far as that. If he pulls out this double, this guy is going into different territory as far as his legacy and how it compares with other people in the rest of the world. So despite how people may feel about him on the negative side, a lot of people love the guy, and he's running well. So I think we need to start appreciating what we're seeing here. I know you guys see. I didn't even have him on my podium, and I usually challenge Noah, but I challenge a lot of the better people. If you guys haven't noticed, because they're supposed to be built for it. If they're that good, they're supposed to be built for it. So what I say, no matter how intelligent or how accurate it may sound, if it's not, and it's not favorable for them, if it's not the truth, they'll just overcome it. It's not even going to phase them. The real champions aren't really going to be phased by anything anybody says. And I know me and Noah have enough common acquaintances and friends for me to know that he sees my shit, and he hasn't thought much of it. he hasn't thought much about some of the stuff I've said about, whether or not he's the fastest man in the world and some of the chances he may have and blah blah blah. But he may not really fuck with the network or fuck with like me necessarily, which just doesn't matter. The reality is, I don't need to be friends with these guys. I need them to understand that there's common respect, but I need them to understand that I'm gonna say what I see, how I see it, and whether or not he cares or not, he's doing what he has to do. And I'm not. There's a bunch of doubters who really doubt him, really hate on him. I don't hate on the dude, but at the end of the day, I'm hard on some of the better guys because they're supposed to be able to handle it, and he handles it well. So, I mean, with that being said, yeah, Noah, you won, but obviously people are creeping up on you. A lot of people feel like you didn't win the race. Keyshawn gave the race away. And a lot of people feel like the next time you race Keyshawn or other athletes that are creeping up like Tobogo or, Kenny, who's coming around, that they're going to get you, dog. So what are you going to do? I guess we'll find out. But however anybody slices it, this guy's doing his thing right now, And no one really hate on Noah right now. Hey, check this out, though. Is Noah sick? I heard Noah's sick. I saw on Twitter, my boy Nat with the stats updated me with some stuff that's going on Twitter as far as Noah is concerned. So this is what came up on Twitter a little while ago. The exact tweet said, "Breaking news: We've been told that Noah Lyles, who didn't win his 200 semi tonight, will not be coming through the mix zone. Instead, he'll be going to medical." And there's a tweet underneath saying, "His mask is on in the waiting area, and it made me think that he had COVID." Listen, I'm just reading a tweet. I'm not saying that this is what it is. Someone said they saw him with a mask on. He looked a bit tired. Hope not, and hope it's nothing. I hope so too, because I want to see this Deuce, and I want him at his full potential. They got a whole thread about this on letsrun.com. I'm not going to read through the whole thread right now, but apparently he's just something up. You never really know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to be here that's just foolishness. I'm going off the tweets. Letsrun.com is, I mean, they're pretty credible, but I mean they have forums and a lot of people in threads and stuff. They don't always. A lot of people just say stuff, but that's being said. So I don't know. I know that. I mean, Tobogo handily looked better than him in the semi. We know that Noah doesn't have to win heats or semis to end up winning in the final. So I didn't really think much about him losing that semi. I know he didn't want to lose that semi, and I know Tobago looked phenomenal, but I wasn't thinking like, oh my gosh, he lost. So it's like, I don't know. Lost a semi. He'll still get his lane. I mean, and I just heard the lanes too. I'll go through the lanes a little bit later on, as far as the lanes for the final. But yeah, he may be sick, and I don't know, man. I just don't want him to be sick, and I don't want him to lose and have that excuse of being sick, because it doesn't show well. I don't know if y'all remember U.S. trials last year. I guess he got COVID, or he said he had COVID the week before. And then Cravon Charleston won. Christian Coleman came second, and Noah came third. And then in the post-race interview, he was like, "I had COVID on Monday," and it just, I don't know, man. It's like, it doesn't matter how good or how true an excuse is. No one really gives a shit. They don't want to hear it, yo. I'm not saying whether or not he did or didn't have it, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not here to be like, well, he said he had COVID, so he obviously. I don't know. I don't care. And no one cares. And a lot of these guys don't realize that the excuses don't mean nothing. Look, when I was sprinting, I didn't realize my excuses didn't mean nothing, and there wasn't as many people hearing my excuses. So you got millions of people hearing your excuses, and millions of them don't care. You better just taking an L or pulling out. But no one wants to hear about shit afterwards about why you didn't run well or you preempting these excuses, yo. It's like, fuck, yo. Still rate you, dog. I'm just saying, like, this isn't the way I want the 200s to go. No one does. People want to see this battle, especially with Tobago looking so good, Kenny looking so good, Arian looking so good. I don't know if you guys saw my medal predictions. You guys are laughing at my medal predictions, but I've been the least I've had is at least one medalist. I usually have at least two medalists in there. So I'm doing my thing. I've seen some pretty bad excuses. Bad excuses. I'm still on the excuse thing. I've seen some bad predictions, and y'all just skate under it. I got to hear about my bad predictions. I got to hear about all day. But I like it. It's fun. But I'm just saying, like, some of y'all predictions suck. Okay, look, we need to talk about this a little bit more about this Keishane and Noah stuff before we get into some of the current stuff, because I don't know if you guys have seen that there's been a lot of Jamaicans complaining about Keishane being robbed of the victory. You know what I was thinking about before I get into that? I think Lyles-Thompson is the fastest sprinter in history with dreads. I don't think anybody's running this fast. No, obviously not. No one's run this fast with dreads. And there hasn't even been a medal favorite with dreads. This is a big thing. And really, if you really want to nitpick on it, he might run faster without the dreads. He's got a lot of hair. We're dealing with thousandths of a second here. Do you think a Keishane with a temp fade level 2 is running 9.79.89 or whatever the thousandth was, 0.0089, whatever it was, I think he gets some thousands off. But either way, he's I think he's the fastest sprinter ever in dreads. We need to give him his credit. Just saying. But yeah, Bear people all over. I should say all over the world. It's mainly Jamaican people saying that Keishane got robbed. Okay. please spread this. And when you spread this, I'll big up the one named Warren Weir. Make sure you spread this. Warren, as a Jamaican, you need to spread this to your people as well. Okay. Oh, big up the one at E Diamonds. Look at it. Warren. You need to spread this. You need to spread this to your people. Okay. Jamaica's in my blood. Jamaica's my people too. I'm just saying, but Warren's more, it's a pure blood. You know what I'm saying? Let people understand it's the torso through the line that gives you the victory. Yo, Keyshain knows he lost. Frano knows that Keyshain lost. And Jamaican people are trying to tell them that he won. The man that lost knows he lost. How does this work? It's not. People need to let this go. No one got robbed. It's the torso over the line. Noah was clearly had his torso first to the line. Everyone knows this. We need to let this go. It's done. But there's a big but though. Pause. There's a big but. I heard that there's a rule. In chat, you let me know if this is true or not, all right? I heard that there's a rule that the 1,000th is only supposed to break up when you're advancing to the next round. So the 1,000ths only mean something if you need to advance to the next round. When it comes to medal placement, it always goes to the 100th. This is what I heard. I heard this is a rule. I heard it's World Athletics Rule 260 or something like that. So if that's the case, then both of them would get the gold medal because you would round it. But this is another thing. Would you round up and down? Because Noah was 9.79 89. No, Noah was 9.789 and Keyshain was 9.784. So maybe Keyshain would round down. No, sorry. Noah was 9.784. Keyshain was 9.789. So one would round up and one would round down. There's too much numbers I'm throwing around right now, but Keyshain would be rounded in a different direction, the slower direction. If that's the case, then you still lost. But if you always round up, then both of them have the same time, 9.79. And then both of them will get a gold medal. But you would have to protest that within half an hour. If he was announced the winner, I guess you would have to talk to them about it within half an hour. That comes down to coaching. That comes down to Jamaica Federation or the team managers and all that. They would have to have done that within half an hour to make sure that Keyshain got his gold medal as well. It's too late now. They can't do it now. After half an hour, you can't do it no more. Medals have been passed out and all that. So they both can't get their gold medal. But real track people, as far as I know, I seen people getting broken up by the 1,000th all the time. So I didn't even know about that rule. I feel like I've seen people lose to the 1,000th before. And if you tie to the 1,000th, then you both get the medal. But all of us that saw the race and all of us that watched all the photo finishes right on the line, not on the angle that they post to gaslight people, the one on the line, Noah crossed the line first. Now, however you want to give two people the same medal, we're all looking at it and knowing that Noah won the race. Keyshain knows that Noah won the race. Frano knows that Noah won the race. We all know that he did. So there's no point in us giving out two gold medals because we all seen it. The reality is for Keyshain, the race shouldn't even been that close in the first place. Warren wants to end that topic because the Jamaican lost. He doesn't want to talk about that anymore. Okay, Warren, you want to talk about Andre? Andre's injured, man. All right, shit happens. Have you had an injury before, Warren Weir? Have you? Well, you should get it. Okay, you should understand. It's just not his time this year. All right. We're just gonna have to wait till LA. Big up the one named Bader Games. But Warren, talk to your people, yo. There needs to be, it needs to come to a stop now. Everyone's in an uproar right now about Keyshawn being robbed. I heard a song. Have you guys heard the robbery song? Hold on, I'll play a little bit for you. I don't know who the artist is. Warren, let me know if you know the artist, yo. They made a Keyshawn robbery song. I'm gonna play it for you. Where the hell is this shit? Right here.
Yo, man, a business what am I saying, dog? Man, I accept that, you know. You know, it's a robbery. We don't see clear to them. Rob way. We see to them. Rob way. A straight robbery. Oh, yeah. We see clear to them. Rob way. One take where we soul, try to we silver. When we deserve it, hold them rob way. And the whole world see it, we need for your peel cars and thief them thief a robbery. But with them can't style, the shame at the boss, we no rate, no allow them robbery. Nobody can change my mind, them a talk about a US time. But win by a nose, I like them.
Yeah, look at this song obviously goes more in depth about the robbery. I guess the song's called Them Robbery. That's a tune, you know what I'm saying? But look it, this has gone too far now, dog. It's Warren. Listen, man, as one of the larger names in Jamaican sports history, just make it clear that he lost the race and that Keyshawn is fine with it. So the Jamaican public should be fine with it, and we should all move forward. E Diamonds, I'm assuming the song is called Dem Rob We. DEMROBWE. It's a tune still. And no, I love you. Yeah, I love the fact Jamaica supports their people, yo. But yeah. Yo, Warren, if you want to come and chop it up for a little while, message me in my phone and let me know if you can. So look it. I have a question, okay, while we're still on this 100 stuff. Noah won the Olympics. And in history, the Olympic champion has been called the fastest man in the world. Okay, whatever. You guys have heard me. People who follow the channel, follow me, hear me talk. They know that I don't feel like that's enough. I feel like you have to make it definitive. You have to win the major championships. You have to have all the fastest times. You have to beat people all the time. You have to have the majority of the fast times in the year. You have to make it very clear that you're the fastest. You can't just win one race and be like, I'm the fastest man in the world. Especially in this situation where you beat someone by the 1,000th. Okay. Mind you, Noah touched 9.7, and the one time he raced Keyshawn, he beat him, and Keyshawn's fastest time was 9.77. Noah wasn't there. It was in Jamaica, all that. But let me ask you a question. Let's say Keyshawn runs a few more races for the remainder of the year, okay? And let's say he runs a time like 9.70, or he runs a time like, he runs 960 something. Let's say he does that, okay? And Noah is or isn't in the race down the line for the remainder of the season. Say he is in the race. Let's say he isn't. Either way, do we still call Noah the fastest man in the world? How it stands right now, Noah's the fastest man in the world. I wouldn't dispute that. I know Keyshawn has the faster time, but as far as the debate is concerned, he beat Noah when it mattered, and he beat him on the big stage when everyone was in the race. The pressure was the highest. I would give it to Noah right now. But if they raced again and Keyshawn ran way faster with or without him in the race, would Noah still be the fastest man in the world? Antonic 0713 said the big one is all that matters. Pause. Worldly don't mean no more than World lead doesn't mean more than Olympic gold. I'm not saying, look, Noah's the Olympic champion. We'll never be able to take that away from him. Ever. He won the race that mattered. But if we're talking about who the fastest man in the world this year is, I have trouble just putting it on one race. You have to make it clear, man. If it's up for debate, it's not clear. You tell me this man runs 9.6, we're just going to shrug our shoulders and be like, well, he lost to Noah to the 1,000th, so Noah's the fastest man in the world. He lost to Noah to the 1,000th with a slower time. That's not clear to me, yo. Championships matter most. It involves the mental side and it shows who really is the best. I don't know if it really shows who's all the best all around, because if you ran that race over again that just happened, do you think it happens the same way? Probably not. Whoa, super hot pot. Big up the one named Super Hot Pots. Stick around. I'm about to start talking about Cole Hocker in a second. I'm talking about him next. Stick around. He said that means he choked. That's disrespect. That is disrespect. It's disrespect. It's very disrespectful. Something to think about though. The Olympics is the big one though. So I mean, if I could choose getting the Olympic gold or having a 9.6 under my belt, I don't know, actually. I don't know. That's a tricky one. That actually is a tricky one. I have to revisit. Okay. Yo, big up the one named Cole Hocker. We all heard about the big face-off between Jakob Ingebrigtsen and Josh Kerr, and how it was going to be a battle between the two of them for Olympic gold in the 1,500 meters. Neither of them won. Jakob didn't even medal. Came fourth. Fourth or fifth? He didn't medal. And Josh Kerr came second. Nagoose, what's Nagoose's first name? Well, I can't remember. I just know it was Nagoose. He came third. And then Cole Hocker came first. I've spoken about Cole Hocker before. Cole Hocker might be the whitest name I've ever heard in my life. Cole Hocker? Yared Nagoose. So Cole Hocker ended up winning. It was a crazy race. Won an Olympic record. Okay, Jakob tried to push the pace for the whole race because he didn't want it to come down to a sprint. If they were to just chill the whole race, come down to a sprint, I think he felt like Josh Kerr was going to win, and he probably would have. So he pushed the pace to try and drain the engine. Sorry, it's the drink. To try and drain the engine so that he could, have a better chance in the latter part of the race. It didn't work out that well for him. He ended up dying. And the distance runners I just named off beat him to the tape. And Cole Hocker had the most ridiculous finish, came through in an Olympic record. Okay. Amazing race. I've always noticed this guy. And Super Hot Pots that we just seen in here is always talking about Cole Hocker. So I know he's going crazy when he won. But y'all remember when Shannon Sharp was talking about how he's going to give all Americans $50,000 if they get an Olympic record. Wait, I don't know if he said all of them, but he was naming people off. It was majority of them were sprinters. But he said that he's not paying Cole Hocker his $50K. How y'all feel about that? Why not Cole Hocker? I can't not say his name like that. Cole Hocker. Why are they not paying Cole Hocker his $50K? This guy, he's not in the Olympic team. Oh, I think Warren's ready to jump. Hold on. Let me finish talking about this, Warren. Yo, he's an Olympic champion. He got an Olympic record. He won arguably the biggest race of the championships, because those two guys are like legends already, Josh Kerr and Jakob Ingebrigtsen. So he did all that, but he's not eligible for the 50K for the Olympic record. What's up with that, yo? Got to do something about that. Hey, I saw Jakob put a post up in response to his loss, and I want to read this because this was classy. This was classy. I rate this guy in defeat. Mind you, he still has the 5K to run, which he'll probably end up winning. He looked good in the heats today. Let's look up Jakob and talk about his post. I'm gonna read it to y'all because this was class. So Jakob Ingebrigtsen said, "Well, I guess he did show up after all. Hocker and the Goose as well." I think he was talking about Josh when he's saying he did show up. He's talking about Josh, who ended up coming silver, like I said. My team always say that because you have a big mouth and is the one to beat. That's their English. You have everything to lose in competitions. Today, Cole Hocker, Yared Nagoose, and Josh Kerr outsmarted me. They were the best guys, he put that in quotes, when it really mattered. And I want to congratulate them all on a great performance. Of course, I am disappointed. Running in the ultimate sport, everyone can participate. Running is the ultimate sport. Everyone can participate. Everyone can set their own goals and achieve them. All you need to do is show up. Not long ago, I trained alongside kids and average runners at Sandnes Stadium. I don't know what that is. Today, I competed alongside one of my countrymen in an Olympic 1500 meter final. 10 years ago, no one in Norway would have believed this was possible until Henrik and Philip showed us all that is. I'm assuming those are like Norwegian legends. I sincerely want to express my gratitude and love to them and the rest of the team, and to my partners in the Norwegian Athletics Association and all my followers for the support this year. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you also to my competitors for putting on a great show today. Congratulations to the guys for bringing home the medals. Luckily for me, I get to do it again all tomorrow morning. Okay, the last part was kind of whatever, but the beginning part I really liked. He acknowledged the guys, said, "Look, they beat me. I talk a lot of shit. So obviously, if I lose, look it. I'm gonna look bad. My team's been saying it. I know that. So look it. They got me. They were the best guys. The best guys. Which still shows that he still got that fight in him. Still feels like he's the best." Okay, Potts. So I think this is a class act. Class act. People use that term loosely, but when you see a class act, it means that these people are exuding characteristics that you should want to exude. This is the way people should respond to a loss. Okay, admitting defeat and showing confidence. That's it. We don't want to hear nothing else. Yeah, I lost, but I'll be back. And thank some people. Throw some thank yous in. That's what we want to hear. It's pretty. If I was to give a breakdown to athletes, I could go in more in depth, but this would be the root of it. After a race that you lose, no one wants to hear excuses. Admit your defeat. Give some thank yous. Show you got confidence moving forward. Get the fuck out of there. That's it. I basically broke down the majority of what I'd have to say right there. We get to some specifics later on. Oh, yo, big up the one name Yancey stickers with the donation. Respect, you're my first one. You never forget your first. Never forget your first. Yancey said, "Keep putting out great content, bro. Texas, stand up." Oh, which part of Texas you from, yo? I used to live in Arlington. I love Texas, by the way. Respect for the super chat, yo. All right. let's move on to what I want. Let me get to Warren. Warren, you still there? I'm gonna send you this message. I'm gonna send you this invite. Hold up. You better have your good mic on you tonight, dog. Don't mess around. I don't want no low quality foolishness tonight. All right. Be disrespectful. You guys see Vader Games in the chat. He's going to be coming on the show after the championships. We're going to talk about some. Well, I won't tell you much about who he is, but he's got some great insight on the shoe game. Forever Judy said, "Answer, you lived in Texas. What's so funny about that? You jerk." Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 sec, yo. See that? No. What is? Boom. Okay. Bye. Boom. 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 And then I go to boom. Don't worry, as time goes on, people, I'll be able to talk and do this at the same time. Warren. Boom. 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 Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. Okay. We spoke briefly about the 400 meters. Quincy Hall, Matthew Hudson-Smith, who was just in the chat a second ago. What a race, man. I put some content out basically talking about how I had Matt winning. I don't know if you guys saw, but Adol Bolden put a post out. Not a post. He was on the World Athletics podcast. I don't know if you guys have seen the podcast. I haven't even seen the podcast. I see clips of it. So I'm not gonna act like I'm not gonna be like, hey, go watch the podcast. I don't watch it. But I seen a few clips, and this one clip I saw was Adol saying that the world record in the 400 was gonna get broken. I was like, what? 43, what's it again? 43 low. So someone would have to run basically 42 seconds to break it. I was like, I don't know, man. Like, you guys are running fast, but I don't know about the world record. World record? 43:03. Thank you, E Diamonds. Yeah, but however you slice it, I've never seen a finish like that in a 400 in my life. I seen Matt make up the stagger on Quincy with about 130 meters left, and Quincy was gritting his teeth like he was fighting a bunch of people making up the stagger on him. I was like, well, he ain't in it no more. He just got to worry about Karani. I didn't expect Karani to have nothing coming home. And then Jareem Richards was running really well on the outside lane. I was like, nah, I doubt he's gonna have it coming home. And Matt pulled away from them guys, but then Quincy hit people say hit a gear, but it's really this guy just was slowing down way slower than everyone else and gutted that out, yo, and shit. Matt had a European record, British record, personal best, all that shit just wasn't good enough tonight, unfortunately. And yeah, the thing is, like, if Matt won that gold, it's tough in the States because yeah, it's going to do a lot for Quincy, but it's not going to change his life as much as how it would have changed Matt's life if he won. Matt's life was going to be changed more with that silver than that gold is going to change Quincy's life in the States, I think, which is it's still good, still a lot. But I'm saying Matt would have been in the UK here. He would have been, that would have been crazy, dog. Big up to one named Warren Weir.
Yo, well going, bro.
Chilling, yo. High quality tonight. Respect.
I'm on my stream shit.
Yeah, dog, he's looking clean. I was just talking about Matt's race.
Yeah.
You know how many people were in my DMs about Michael Norman winning, going before the race, talking to me about Michael Norman's about to take this. I said, who? What? No disrespect, but what?
My only comment is like, damn. For my, I'm going to comment about Michael Norman or whatever is. Quincy ran a damn good race. In the last 50 meters, I was like, yo, Quincy is basically running himself out of a medal. I swear it was going to be Matt and Jareem coming up. I did not see that. No one saw that finish. And anybody say they saw that finish is lying.
No. It was no one saw that.
Nah. Yeah, no one saw that finish.
I seen him grabbing his hamstring afterwards.
Quincy,
yeah. So I don't know if he's going to run a 4x4.
They have depth. They're good.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Michael Norman's going to run. I don't know what's wrong with him. Something must be wrong. So they got depth, but I don't know if they got enough depth to win. Take a medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got medal, but I don't know if they're going to. And Noah probably is going to get his leg now for sure.
No, they have Quincy Wilson.
They got Quincy Wilson, but
honestly, if they don't run Quincy, that would be one of the biggest. I don't even know what to say of the Olympics. Yeah, that would be one of the biggest no-nos, turn-downs, let-downs. However bad people say the Olympics going, if Quincy Wilson doesn't get a run at the Olympics, yeah.
Trayvon Vermel said, Rye, Vernon, Quincy Wilson, and Deadman. Look at man. He came third at U.S. trials.
Oh.
Listen, they want Noah to run. So out of all those names, they could put Noah ahead of any of those guys. Maybe not Rye, but aside from that, in their minds, even these guys will run way faster. Not Quincy Wilson, but he's injured, Trey, so I don't think he's going to run. Oh, Quincy Hall is injured. Quincy Wilson. A lot of these guys, they'll put Noah ahead of them because he's a name, dog. People are going to watch that 4x4 if he's running.
Yeah, and I tell her, I just if they run it for the optics, I'm gonna be so pissed. Even though it's not my country, but if they run him for the optics, I'm gonna be really upset. I hope they don't run him for the optics, and just give the ones who earned that spot a run their leg. Honestly.
Yeah. Hey, look at if since Noah won the Olympics, is he the fastest man in the world?
Yeah, I would say that. Honestly, I think this debate never been a debate that was so heavily contested, but then or before, like it was just like, yo, you're like that's a title that you give the person. Whether we want to get technical with it, I don't have time to get technical with it. You understand? It is what it is. Like
we got plenty of time.
No, I'm not time to be technical. Like in terms of like.
Hey, let me ask one more question. One more question.
What's that?
If Keyshawn runs 9.6 after the championships,
okay,
is Noah still the fastest man in the world? Right now, Noah has it. I get it. Noah has it right now, hands down.
All right. As I said, the technicality behind it will everybody will argue it at a different point. You understand? And just like I said this year, last year, if Coleman beat Noah after last year, it never mattered because Noah got the world champs. As I said to you, people who are looking at it different ways are saying, yeah, he's the fastest man because he technically has the WWE belt. It doesn't matter if you win an exhibition match and knock out a man fast in an exhibition match. It's many ways to explain it. And I will still say if Keyshawn come on run 9.6, you're still according to history, we still say the fastest man is the man who win the title. That's why we have the championship. You understand? Other people just sniff at us, take certain things out like the emotions, the country, the rivalry, and just think about, yo, this is what we normally call it. So why the goalposts are moved now? That's my
Okay. All right. I hear you, man. Are you
and I'm saying this as a Jamaican.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
crazy.
because, like,
I
I'm
thought
always
that
going to
was
be
one way I
non-biased.
was gonna get you to kind of shift a little bit, but all right. We're not gonna agree on that. We're not gonna get into that, but I hear you though. I hear you. Yo, are you excited about Sydney versus Femke? There's been a lot of videos coming out of people making fun of Femke's voice. You guys need to stop. You're being very disrespectful.
I'm excited for it. But you know me, I'm excited for it for my athlete, which is Rashad Clayton. Like, and you guys can have fun up top. I'm excited for my athlete. So yeah, like,
I have her
you know
getting
me,
LeBron.
I'm all for the underdogs. I'm all for the ones that are count out. So I'm all for that. Them can have fun up top. Just don't slip, because if you slip, we'll come and grab something that you guys thought you had. So that's my thought.
Do you think it's a big deal that Noah lost his semi in the deuce?
It's a big deal for his stats because he hasn't lost since he lost in Tokyo. And for him, I think it's a big deal because you didn't realize that, right?
I didn't realize that, yo. I forgot about that.
So for him, it's a big deal. Many will say, "Oh, it's not a big deal," but he didn't just lose to anybody. Yo, you lost to Tobago, who a lot of people consider as one of the dangers going in. So a loss is a loss. A loss in the semifinal is not so big, but also as I said, your streak is gone. You got a streak, bro. You had a nice streak, a 3-year streak.
Dang. That's true, yo. Gone.
No, my bad. He lost because he lost to Aaron Knight at Oregon semifinals.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he lost.
In 2022.
2022. So that was the last time. That was the
yeah.
last time he lost. 2022. So
Right.
he has lost 200 meters in the last 3 years.
Which is still a crazy stat.
Not in here, baby, please. So yeah.
That's still a crazy stat.
So yeah, that's, as I said, that's yeah.
Yo.
The winning streaks count, the winning streak don't. But at the end of the day, for most of these athletes, just get to the finals. And we all know how that 20 meters is going to be a nasty race. A lot of people think it's a cutthroat, like the winner's already there, but I think it's going to be a race to the end. It just may be a photo finish. It's not going to be a blanket win by, a clear margin. It's going to be a race.
Yeah. Hey, you seen Devin Booker, what he said about what Noah's win actually means in comparison with? I'll read this for the viewers. So, NBA star Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker, had this to say about Noah's win. He said, "I still don't agree with Noah Lyles." Basically, when Noah was talking about world champions of what, right? Being an NBA champion is probably harder to do. I guess referring to being the fastest man in the world, or maybe being a world champion. I don't know.
No, he was talking about.
What's wrong with these guys, yo?
He says it's easier to win an Olympic gold than win an NBA.
Right. What's wrong with these guys, yo? What? I hate hearing people with skewed perspectives make comments like this where everyone's going to hear, because you have a big following and a lot of people might buy into this, or a lot of people are just going to think you have no sense, yo. But he should have thought before he said something like this, or someone should have spoken to him. This is ridiculous. Honestly, he thinks because he got a gold medal at the Olympics that it's his gold medal really isn't as big of a deal as compared to the NBA championship. He's playing with all-stars, Richard.
People who play team sport, like, that's why I respect athletes who play team sport and have an honest and a non-biased opinion. Like people like LeBron, people like Kobe, people like Durant, people like even like Anthony, what name, Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
They have a non-biased opinion because they understand that if you take away the team from it, probably that's most of the time. If in all honesty, say the NBA, say basketball at the Olympics was 3-3, like for like big trees. Trust me, a lot of guys who say they are gold medalists for the US team would not have made the cut.
No.
You understand? And some people don't understand that. Oh, you say it's I'm a gold medal playing basketball for America, but think about so many talented basketballers who never made the cut. Same thing. How many talented athletes from Jamaica or the US didn't make the team? You understand? You guys have more slots to fill as reserves. So you can play one game the whole NBA and get a goal. You can't do that in track and field. Like everybody has to earn them rightful spot to win a goal. And even if you get a medal as a reserve, you still had to participate to get the team to the semifinal. You can play 2 minutes in a series. Well, I don't know the minimum you have to play to get a gold medal, but you know, if you play the minimum requirements, you get a medal. In champion leagues, once you play 3 matches, you get a champion league what name? Medal. So I respect the players who actually, you know, respect the individual sports. Like, yeah, they don't compare it to team sports. You can't compare it.
Yeah, what do you think about the repechage?
I love it. I love it in the terms of, you know, athletes who are smart, like Freddie. I don't know his last name. What's his name again?
Crittenden. Freddie Crittenden.
You said that part. That's a Freddie. Athletes who are smart like Freddie, you know, get to think. You understand? And I really think like some athletes could have taken an extra run. Like honestly, in my instance, I feel like Parchment could have took that extra run because him was feeling a bit rusty. He could have taken the extra run. You're good enough to run the repechage rounds, you know, and kick off some rust.
They're exploiting it. A lot of people are exploiting it, yo. Which
I think
is kind of So hold on a second. Instagram is disconnected. This is one. What?
What happened?
My Instagram. We're still live, but we're live on YouTube. Not on Instagram.
What Instagram said?
After an hour, they cut off my. Because you know what? I changed to I came off of a business account today.
No, you can't do that. You have to stay on creator business.
It's creator and whatever. Either way, I'm gonna just put it back.
Yeah.
But hold on, I can go back live though. Hold on. I just gotta do this. Hold on. Before we go any further. Boom. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. I think. Anyways, yeah, so I was what was I just about to ask you? Yo, what do you think about Jamaica's performance at these Olympics so far?
Yo, I just love
That's a loaded question. It's a loaded question.
Nah, not for me. Not for me. Oh, you're gonna have more questions for it?
No, but I'm just saying. I'm interested because it's been in the talks. A lot of people were talking about the performance of Jamaica. Because
for me, as an athlete and as someone who advocates for, you know, overall equal love for athletes, I love that the field events are just saying, yo, listen, man, you guys never show us love. It's time to show us the orphans, the outcasts. It's time for you guys to show some love. Like, we've always been here. Why weren't you guys showing us love? You understand? I love that because I always say corporate Jamaica, and we all know corporate on a whole focused on the sprints. And Jamaicans, we're always online talking shit. So I like that this is a humbling experience for us to celebrate other athletes. Love it. And I love that the fact that the throwers, the jumpers are just excelling. Because I was surprised that nobody, nobody predicted Pinnock. Like, yo, how you guys never predict Pinnock to jump? I had Jamaica at least getting 2 medals with Pinnock and Carey. I had Ricketts getting a medal. The shot put on the discus really come at a shock to us. That's why I tell you I don't make predictions because from Olympics you have people murder, people rise.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the name of the guy that won the discus?
Stoner, can't remember his name. But you know that he was an NFL prospect. Like he went training camp with I can't remember which college it was. I can't remember which NFL team it was. I'm gonna find it. Nice baby. He actually got called to training camp. Rogers NFL. I'm gonna tell you which NFL team. He went to the combine. He was a combine scorer.
Yo, enough of these throwers.
He has a combined story. I don't know how you read combined story. It says 5.64. I don't know it, but I know he got called to one of these NFL teams.
Enough of these throwers go to tryouts with NFL teams, and
no, he actually got called to practice squad.
Yeah,
and they actually, I remember, because they actually did post him. This look at the Green Bay Packers. Yes, Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Someone said in the chat, Green Bay Packers, yeah.
Yeah, the Green Bay Jamaican Stoner NFL journey begins with Green Bay Packers invite. They invited him.
For real.
And I know that him winning an Olympic medal, they'll probably look into it more because at the end of the day, we have an Olympic gold medalist on our squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of dope. And then just learning little more about him. His coach is something like coach him, the shot put guy from America.
Krauser is his coach?
Yes.
I knew he was coaching somebody in the discus or something. I didn't know it was him.
It's crazy.
No,
I
remember.
That means Krauser left with 2 gold medals. No, Krauser didn't win.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Krauser win. I always mix them up. I'm mixing up him and Kovac. Yeah.
No, Kovac came second. They always come. That's 3 Olympics in a row. They came 1-2, dog.
So you're basically telling me that Krauser won the discus and the shot put.
He used to do discus, yo.
But
I mean, he obviously won.
That's something major.
That's something major. As a coach, someone coaching and competing at the same time, dog.
Player coach. That remind you of Wayne Rooney, right? Yeah,
basically,
yeah. Yeah, that's dope.
Big up Ryan Krauser, dog. Yo, Track Field Network has a doc coming out on him within the next 2 weeks. I sat down with him like a year ago, but I got busy, wasn't able to put it out as quick as possible. But the thing is, it was better to wait till after the Olympics. So keep an eye out for that, yo. Cool guy. So watch, tomorrow is the 4 hurdles and also the 110-meter hurdle final. There's Grant Holloway, and there's 3 Jamaican favorites, actually. Rashid Broadbell, Hansel Parchment. What's the name of the other guy? The other guy won.
Orlando Bennett. It's crazy. I did an interview with Orlando Bennett to put out. I got so busy to put it out. But his story kind of is really, really inspirational. I share a bit with it. He said he tried out for his high school team, did not make the team. He went home and he got a piece of zinc, roofing material. So in Jamaica, that's zinc. And he just went in the hallway and just hurdle over it till he got a cut at the back of his leg. And that's why his lead leg goes like how it goes, because he was just so determined to hurdle. And the next year, he came back. He was much bigger, stronger, and taller. And he just excelled after that. So, yeah, that's kind of really what hearing, because enough people don't know of him. So hearing that story was kind of really, he went to my high school, by the way. So, yeah.
Which high school?
The best high school in the Western Hemisphere.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Which high school is it, Warren? Can you just say what high school it is?
I'm not gonna say it because like people know the best high school.
No, they don't know. They actually
They
really
do-
don't. I have no
I
clue what
don't
high
care
school
if
you're
them.
talking about.
They will learn. They go on the research. Go on Google best high school in the Western Hemisphere.
You had
Not
an
gonna say it.
opportunity. You had an opportunity for people to know about this school, and you're gonna let it go.
Nah. If
Just
them
know
don't
that
know
you did
now,
that.
they didn't deserve to
They
know
have
that.
no idea.
Yeah. See, somebody said Calabar. Calabar. Don't play with us. That's the school
Veronica
that Vibes
Campbell.
Cartel went to here. Let me tell you from now. That's high school
You
at
went to
Vibes
Calabar?
Cartel. Vibes
Really?
Cartel. Herb McKinley. You know Massacre, the artist?
Yeah. Calabar.
Calabar. Yeah.
Did they run?
Nah, but this music thing there.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Keyshane's from Mitchelltown, right?
Yeah.
It's like walking distance from where my mom's from. She's from Lyles-Town. So my mom was so hyped when you almost won, yo.
He's going to
She
be
was
really.
hyped.
I said to myself that semifinal was his first real test. So he handled himself very good in the semifinal. That was his first real test. That was the first time he was running so like that. You understand? Honestly, I don't tell a lie. A lot of big names had to cry this 100 meters. A lot of big names did not make it to the finals. You understand? This was like one of the years where the 100-meter was like heavy. We have people like Omeniala not making the finals. Did he make the finals? No, not making the finals. We have people like Simbini coming close again to a medal, like not medaling again, coming close to a medal. We had a lot. We had a lot this year. This was I was really impressed by the caliber this year.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was the hottest 100 meters in history, dog. Really, it may not have been the fastest, but like across the board, if you add up all the times, it would be the fastest. This is the thing, though. Keyshanean has to start running through the line in practice. I think he seems like a man who would just not, you know what I'm saying, once he hits top speed, he'll just kind of bounce through runs because the way he runs a lot of his races, he'll build through, accelerate, and then bounce. And he's not practicing actually running under heat and then running through the line, dog. You can see that it's very clear and evident with him against Noah.
I feel like
someone who's sailing through the line,
every
dog.
single sprinter needs to take a last 2-meter class with hurdlers. So the last 2 meters of a race, you need to go and train with some hurdlers.
You used to hurdle.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like that last 2 meter of the race, all athletes need to just go and train. You remember what's his name again? Hurdler guy. David Oliver. You remember David Oliver leaned so much him just roll into like a bowling ball? Never forget that. Hurdlers have the best dive or whatever we call that.
Yeah, I think it's important for sprinters to realize that the end of the race, you're supposed to be sailing through the line. You're not supposed to be running to the line. A lot of sprinters are running to the line. You're supposed to be sailing through the line, you know. And Keyshanean, it's a mentality though. Keyshanean seems like a man who just sprints for as much as he needs to, and then, you know what I'm saying, bounces through, yo.
Yeah. But once more, before I'm gonna dive left you guys soon. But yeah, I just want to give some shout out. Firstly, I want to big up Fred. Like Fred did amazing. Fred came, weather the storm, weather the hurricane, and Fred came and put down what he know to do. And
100%.
So big up Fred. Secondly, I want to big up Julian Alfred. She actually just came in, heads down, fully focused, and just represent and got that. You understand? Also big up Brittany Brown.
Trust me.
A lot of people like didn't mention her in the equations. That's why I don't give predictions, because there's going to be somebody who's just grinding. Go for it. So yeah, big up all the athletes. That's my two takes. Big up Jerry. Yeah, big up Jerry Richards,
Big up Jerry.
especially for his performance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, how do you switch from a 2 and just be so good? Like, we have seen people be this good, but we have not seen them though say, you know what, this year more than 200, this year we're going 400, this year we're going 200. Like, we never know what Jerry was running until he came to the Olympics and said, oh, he's running 400. All right, cool. Yeah, so yeah, big up Jerry and big up the whole Trinidad. Yeah, big up Trinidad. Big up everybody, straight and forward. I was supposed to big up somebody real specific. Can't remember.
Hey, I'm right here, man. I'm right here.
Can't remember.
Go ahead. I'm right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, the athlete, the Kenyan girl that ran 3,000. The Bahrain girl, I switched to Bahrain because I spoke about this yesterday in my live. I remember me talk about this many times. Say, athletes can go other places. You don't have to stay in a country that's stuck. They can go other places. And I don't even know the backstory. She left when she was 15 to Bahrain. Because, at the time she just thought that Kenya had a lot of people and she went to Bahrain and she's going to be filthy rich.
Yeah. Yo, an ex-Jamaican went to Bahrain a couple years ago.
A lot of times.
Many people got to Bahrain, yo.
Fisher, a guy named Fisher. Before Fisher, there's Andre Fisher. Andre Fisher, 100 meter speeder. He made Rio Olympic finals. Before that, we have Brandon Simpson, who ran 400. You probably remember Brandon Simpson.
Brandon, he used to train in Gainesville. I was training in Gainesville while he was down
Brandon
there.
Simpson. And then I had a couple of friends who left and went to run for Turkey. Half a Turkey team was 4x1 was Jamaicans. So yeah, when Mitchell Blake got what win, did he want to come second?
Where? The Europeans?
In the 100 or 200.
NCs?
No, Europeans.
No, he came second.
So when he came second, the guy who came third for Turkey is Jamaican.
Okay.
So yeah, at least we can switch.
Yo,
your bird paper don't change, but you can switch.
Before you go, let's talk about that real quick. Listen, I joked about, people think I'm joking when I'm saying that Nia Ali should just run for Canada because she has a link with Andre. Yo, athletes need to start thinking about this with their countries, whether their country isn't giving them enough money or whether the team is just too hard to make, yo. Like, make a switch. You don't have to be tied to your country, yo. Like, figure out the path and then just do the path. And if more people do the path, they'll figure out ways to make the path faster for people because it becomes a part of the culture. Yeah. So you don't have to be tied to one country, yo. You might have a link to another country. So use it, yo.
Yeah. So peeps, I'm out. Until next time. See you.
Big up the one named Warren Weir. Respect, dog. You touch up, yeah. All right, dog. Cool. Okay. So I'm about to wind down, folks. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about before I go. There's been a lot more attention coming to track and field lately. A lot of posts on different platforms. A lot of influencers and analysts on, influencers with large platforms and analysts on large platforms, global platforms that are talking about track and field. And I'll look at some of the comments in some of these posts because, there's some times where they may not be totally accurate, or you can tell that they're not totally in the track and field culture. But I'm looking at some of the comments from the track and field people, and they're really ripping into these people for not being totally accurate, whether it's saying a name wrong, getting a stat mixed up, not understanding the rules, whatever. It's just people are going at these people in the comments. All right. Vader Games. I didn't say wind down. I said wind down. Don't be disrespectful. Now, the track people are being extra disrespectful to these people in the comments who are new to the sport. They like what they see. They want to become a part of the culture because it's become intriguing. I need the track pundits to realize that you're scaring people off. You don't need to nitpick on every single thing that the new fans aren't right about. Who gives a shit? They're new. So allow them to be wrong about some things and let them learn. If you want to say some shit, say it in a way that's just conducive to them wanting to come back. Don't talk down like, well, it's not this. They actually ran 993, not 996, you idiot. Whatever y'all say. Y'all be saying some stupid shit, y'all. Be looking at the comments and be embarrassed, yo. Because the track pundits, a lot of the track pundits, the track and field pundits in general, a lot of y'all on this high horse. Like no one else can come in and fuck with the sport, yo. And if they do come in the sport, they kind of come up with a certain amount of knowledge. They don't know a certain amount of things, and they can't get anything wrong, yo. Y'all are scaring people off, man. Shut up. If you're gonna talk or speak in the comments to people who get some stuff wrong that are new to the sport, yo, just give a little knowledge, yo. Like welcome them. Don't shun them for being wrong about some shit. Even okay, look, Noah Lyles lost his semi in the 200, right? A post went out at House of Highlights where they were like, "Oh my gosh, Noah Lyles lost." They made a big deal out of it, which really is not a big deal, right? Because it's just a qualifying round, semi. Track people in the comments are just going on and on and on, like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are such idiots. It doesn't even mean anything." Da, 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 da. Why not just go in the comments and be like, "Yo, man, it's a semi. It doesn't really mean much. The finals is what matters. He's lost rounds before. He actually lost a round in the 100. It's no big deal. What matters is the final. In the past, he's lost some rounds and still came through. In the past, a lot of champions have lost through the rounds and still came through. That's the beauty of the rounds. Whoever manages their energy the best through wins and losses and running slower or running what they need to get through. It's, you know what I'm saying? There's an art to getting through the rounds. Winning every single round isn't necessarily the art. Share that. No one gives a shit that you know more about track than someone who isn't involved in track. If I started watching darts, I'm not going to know everything about darts, but the darts people aren't going to be like, "Well, you're getting the math wrong," and like it's not going to have that kind of vibe. They're not going to really care to really talk down like that. Like track people, a lot of track pundits want to make it clear that they know so much about track and that you don't know anything about track. No one cares. If you think that you're not having an effect on the sport, but you're making it very difficult for new fans to like the sport, especially on social media. So if whoever's seeing this right now and whoever may see this once this is like living on YouTube, and all y'all that are watching right now, share this with people that you know. Track pundits need to make the sport more enticing. You actually have a big part in that. It's a social media era. It's a digital world. You are connecting to some of the new fans directly, probably more so than some of the analysts that aren't talking directly to people. People are hearing the larger analysts and larger platforms, but they're not interacting with them. Track and field pundits, you're interacting with some of the new fans. That's a big responsibility. You have a big impact as far as whether or not these fans are going to want to fuck with track and field content or fuck with the sport. So get off your high horses with your foolishness, yo. No one cares that you know more about the sport than new people. You guys got to think, man. Right now, the iron's hot in track and field. There's a lot of new eyes, a lot of new feet, a lot of new faces talking about it, and this is what we need to welcome. We need to have this continue because with the way track and field has been already, we usually get the spike at the Olympics, and then we're back to nothing until the Olympics comes again. The iron has never been this hot in track and field right now since like back in the day. Hasn't been this hot in a while. But we got the dot going. with sprint. We got obviously it's the first Olympics since the COVID Olympics, so a lot of people felt like the COVID Olympics wasn't the same, but this is like a real Olympics. This is something that we need to like keep in mind, yo. Like the iron's hot. You guys feel like you're just fans or just pundits. You have a huge impact on whether or not this shit keeps moving forward. And there's a lot of fans who only want track and field to be with track and field people, and that's not how the sport's going to sustain itself. Track and field is for the world. It's not for track and field people. Track and field's for the world. Oh, BFTTA, respect. Appreciate that, man. Respect, yo. By the way, BFTTA, I haven't forgotten about Stormzy avoiding racing Youngin. I'm going to revisit that, just so you know. All right, so check this out, viewers. Enjoy the rest of the games. I'll get on when I can. I'm trying to get some more guests to come on. A lot of people loved having the Ben. Ben. I put some clips out of when Ben was on. Ben Johnson was on live. He was actually talking about coming on tonight, but we've already been talking for too long. We'll get him on later on in the year or the week, whatever. That video has like 750,000 views, yo. When he was basically saying what he thought about Keishane and Noah. In the video, if you guys haven't seen it, you can go on my Instagram page or Track Field Network. He basically said that Noah is, Keishane is new, so he's probably not going to be able to handle the pressure well. That was very, very clear. The way Keishane ran that 100-meter final, he's lucky he's fast because his execution was horrible right from the beginning. To be able to run 9.79 like that is actually kind of scary because his execution the entire race was bad. How do you execute a whole race bad? It's still almost won. That means you're just fast. So Ben said that would happen. He also said that Noah, he feels like Noah talks too much. I like how much Noah talks. I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining. And I think it's even better that he backs it up. This is what you want in a champion in the sprints, especially the 100. Ben doesn't like that, which is fine. But all he was saying is the only way that you're going to shut him up is if you humble him and beat him at his best. I want you guys to really think about being at your best at something and knowing that you're on point. This is you're in prime shape or in prime mind. Think of anything. You're the best you can be. And someone beats you. That is what can interfere with your psyche, interfere with your confidence. And that's the only way you're ever going to get to Noah. Right now, Noah knows if I'm in shape and I'm ready, I'm not losing. So he'll never falter as far as his confidence because he knows when he's ready, he wins. Ben was saying, look, if you're gonna stop this guy, you got to beat him at his best. That's facts, yo. People were trying to go at Ben in the comments. Some idiots were really like taking in what he's saying. If you really look at what he's saying makes a lot of sense. I might have Ben on the show a lot, so whoever got an issue with it, I really don't give a shit. The reality is he has a lot of track knowledge. He's got a lot of track experience. And I feel like I want people to, to benefit from some of the knowledge that he has and just see past some of the bullshit, yo. Everyone, a lot of people make mistakes, quote unquote. It was a different time. I don't know if y'all read Ben's book. I'll show it again. It's just a different time, man. I ain't never been no judge with anybody. And Ben had a huge impact on my life. I ain't about to be judged. That's the last thing I would do is judge him, yo. And in my character, it really shouldn't be in anybody's. I know I'm not perfect. And I know all of y'all ain't perfect. And the ones that usually point the fingers are usually the worst people, yo. That's what y'all don't realize. Those are usually the worst people, yo. Anyways, Hulk Woodley, big up yourself. I appreciate that, yo. I ain't seen you in a minute, yo. Gotta figure out we're gonna cross paths sometime. Dre said he's about to be out here. I'm probably gonna see him. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Women's 400-meter hurdles final is tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. Sydney versus Femke. Let me tell you what's going on tomorrow before I go. Tomorrow is August 8th. Of course, my computer wants to go on slow now. Okay. Tomorrow is August 8th. We have... What is this? I'm trying to make a smooth exit. This shit happens. Look at Olympics. Schedule. Athletics. Here we go. Okay, tomorrow, the 8th of August, we have women's 100-meter hurdles repechage. I don't know if y'all care about that. Women's 4x1, round 1 in the morning, 10 in the morning, BST. So that's 5 in the morning, EST. I don't know how many of y'all are waking up. The men's 4x1 is right after that. The evening time, women's 1500-meter semis, women's long jump final. I know my wife's going to be all over that. Men's 200-meter final. That's a big one. We're going to find out tomorrow how sick Noah is. Women's 400-meter hurdles final. Femke versus Sydney. And men's 110-meter hurdle final. So that has Grant Holloway trying to get that gold medal in the Olympics, that the coveted gold medal that he needs to solidify his legacy. It's his race to win, his race to lose. I like to say both, but I think Grant has proven that he's a generational talent, and this is just a medal that he needs on his sash. I think he's going to get it. He's clearly the best hurdler in the world, one of the best hurdlers in history. So we'll see what happens with that. So some big races tomorrow, man. Tomorrow's a big day. That evening session, something serious, yo. So enjoy the championships. If you're not following the Track and Field Network already on Instagram, go ahead and do that. You're gonna be Hug. What they say is gonna be a Dublin. Yo, it's like an hour flight from me. I don't know if you'd be able to end up over here though. But yeah, like I said, follow the Track and Field Network on Instagram. Also follow Anson_Henry. And on YouTube, a lot of my content is at Unconventional Productions on YouTube. Big up my YouTube family right now. If you are already subscribed, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button at the very least. If you want to hit the subscribe button, you could be a part of the conversation a lot moving forward. Hurdle Science, I see you up in here. I've been tagging you a lot of stuff, yo. It's been a lot of hurdle talk I've been doing, yo. We got to chop it up one of these days. And yeah, a lot of stuff coming out with the Track Field Network. I'm broadening the platforms that we're going to be making the most of our content on. So Instagram is going really well, so we're trying to spread that around, and it's being noticed, man. So yeah, things are going in the right direction as far as having track and field have the story told properly. Yeah, big up everybody, yo. Keep those notifications on when I go live and when I'm dropping content. I'll be here though, man. Catch up with y'all. Peace.
We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah, we talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.